Yes, my friends, welcome to the chat. Welcome to the chat. And today, there are some things that we have to talk about. Some things extra bipolar manifestation of extra bipolar manifestation of this condition. It affects so many people, and also it affects particular complications. There are some people are affected by bipolar, and that and when they are undergoing some issues. So let's talk about how bipolar manifests, and how the symptoms. You see the symptoms, because we saw some bipolar complications come also with psychosis. They come also with psychosis. So we want to learn some things, and we want to learn some things on about bipolar that are manifested outside bipolar. How are these symptoms coming? You see, they are the normal symptoms that we get, but there are other symptoms that we get when someone has bipolar, and they are related with other conditions. They are related with other conditions. But let's go through all the symptoms so that we cannot confuse bipolar with other conditions. Someone can be just aggressive. Smiler in the city. Good morning. Here it is afternoon. Maybe where you are, I've just been talking to Uncle and it's morning. I'm about to tell Smiler in the city good morning. Welcome, Smiler. Now, let's see about some conditions that are there in bipolar that can manifest in other conditions. Welcome everyone who is watching. New people in the house, welcome. We love you, and tell us where you are from. We talked about bipolar yesterday. We categorized bipolar, and it is characterized with hypermania and hypomania and cyclothermic. So hypermania is aggressiveness. We talked about it. It can go up to 7 days or more, and hypomania can go is less than hyper, maybe 4 days or equal to 4 days. So today we are going to see extra bipolar manifestations. Bipolar manifested with other conditions. How these symptoms are manifested with other conditions. If you are new in the house, please tell us where you're watching from. I usually say that because some people come watch, they are interested in asking questions, and sometimes they are afraid. So if you are, don't be afraid of asking any question. Text to the chat. Tell us where you are from. Tell us how we can help you. Yes, I'm just answering something, then we continue. So that is it. Bipolar is a very funny thing. It can come due to it can be attached to other conditions, and not fully bipolar. The situations that occur can be attached to other conditions. We have seen people that are misdiagnosed by bipolar, and we have seen people that have struggled with bipolar always. You have been struggling with bipolar, and then when you go to a doctor tells you that this is an extra manifestation. You have another condition that is coming out like bipolar. Now, the best thing about bipolar, it's a mood disturbance because of the neurochemicals, the neurotransmitters of your brain. It is not like the the autism and ADHD, whereby we have a problem with the brain at the neural tube development. Neural tube development is, I said, when the blastocyst is formed and then it is implanted into your uterus, and then when it is implanted, you start having problems. Here, everything is okay. You grow well, there is no neural tube disturbance, everything is okay until you become big. And then doctors or your surroundings starts to know that this person is not okay. So mostly it is linked with the neurochemicals, the dopamine, serotonin, and norepinephrine. So if you are coming and watching, you're a new person in the chat, please hit the like button, share this to your friend and ask a question. You see, you've just tuned in, a friend, a smiler in the city is in the house, and more are coming in the house. So wherever you are, don't fail to ask a question when you feel the need of asking any question about bipolar complications. Bipolar complications are really confused. Someone can be sick, and then after this person has gone totally sick, admitted to hospital, when this person becomes better, grows up and comes out of the hospital, you find that this person has bipolar characteristics. Those are the things that we want to know today. Yesterday we had several questions that came up on the chat about personality disorders and personality types. Some things are confused. You can get people confuse personality disorders with autism, with bipolar. It's good to know that you don't have to confuse about the personality disorder and some conditions. It's important to know how to put them where they are supposed to be. Now, bipolar, I will start as others are joining. Let me get this. Bipolar disorders are mood disorders that affect mostly cognitive and perceptual features. Cognitive and perceptual. So cognitive are in a normal language, I can say cognitive, how your brain works, how you are oriented to task, how you do things normally, and people know that this one has no problem. Cognitive and perceptual, being oriented to time, place, and how, and at work you do things and people recognize that you are okay. Now there is a problems that I'm going to name, like that affect some people, that maybe or maybe not. There might be bipolar and there might be not bipolar. These ones are like poor concentration, difficulty in concentrating and having racing thoughts, mania, or slowed thinking like depression. We have memory impairment. Sometimes you can just have an impairment in memory, not being related to bipolar. You get, just your memory goes down because of other problems. Racing thoughts. People can have problems and then you start having racing thoughts, thinking it might be bipolar. You know, when someone has racing thoughts, this person might have problems of focusing. This person might have problems when it comes to concentration, because you are thinking a lot of things at the same time. Thought blocking. This is, now if you hear about thought blocking, this is depression. Some people get depressed until they get thought blocking. Delusions. Now when you go to delusions and then you enter to that thing I called grandiosity. You know, grandiosity is whereby someone is thinking he is or she is everything. the Most High, the powerless, the powermost, not less. He can do anything without anyone. He can turn water into drinks. He can turn bread into meat. This is what is called grandiosity. Yeah? Being delusional. Yeah. Sometimes you can be depressed until you get grandiose. So you have had some people have been so depressed until they start hearing voices. They start telling you about how the angels have come to the earth and they are searching him or her. You have had such. That is grandiose. If someone has been in depression and then you hear this person now is talking like things that are not worldly, you know it is delusions. And that one may not be a sign of, it may not be a sign of bipolar. It may be a sign, boss one, welcome. Today I found you alive. At least today I found you alive. Even if I was watching silently, today I hit you, my friend. I got you on your life. We are talking about issues that may come besides bipolar. So welcome, my friends. Welcome to the chat. Welcome to the chat. As people are coming in, please remember the like button. If you like, it gives impressions, and we feel good. Yeah, impressions come, and then we meet new friends, and then we grow and grow. Right? Nice. Welcome. Now, hallucinations. Seeing, hearing things not present. Now, there is a difference between hallucinations and grandiose. Hallucination is when you are seeing or hearing voices. This one comes in psychosis, but other conditions too. Grandiosity is whereby a person is not hallucinated. This person is not hallucinated, but his or her mind is thinking of the big things. There was a book, I don't know if boss you are here, you remember it. Boss one, have you read a book that is called Amezidi, or have you ever come across Amezidi? It's a book that people read when they are in school, and this book talks about two people that are living in a cave, and inside this cave they think it's a mansion. One of them tells this other one, I think that the writer of this book was referring to someone. You have not read Amezidi, boss? It is a very funny book. Please find it. It is in Kenya when you want to do literature in Swahili. There is literature in English and then we have literature in Swahili. So that is one of the books that was done under literature in Swahili. And it's a book that you should read, and then at the end of the semester or the term, you should do what? You should be asked questions concerning the literature that you read on that book. Now, Amezidi talks about two people that are living in a cage and they are comfortable. One is telling the other that, you see that fridge that is there on that rock, on that kitchen on your left? Yes. The other one is asking, yes. Please go and bring me there a cold drink. No, the other person gets something like a cup which is carved from a rock. He goes to the river, then brings this person the water to drink. You see? Yes, uncle is in the house. Pick up Jamaican uncle. Then the other one tells this one, I feel like watching movies. What can we do? They carry the stones, then they go to the opening of the cave. They sit there like they are watching a movie, and they are watching the leaves and the trees out of the... You see, these are the people like that are grandiose. I'm trying to explain what is called grandiose. Amezidi in English is you are too much. You are too much. So I'm trying to explain some effects, extra bipolar effects that may be on other diseases that may come up to, they are associated with bipolar 2. So that book, Amezidi, it is in English, it is Amezidi means you are too much. Amezidi, he is too much or she is too much. Ame means he has. Means he has. So this book was explaining about the people that are living in a cage, but they are grandiose. They think they are living in a palace. So you cannot tell that these people are under bipolar complications. No, these are people that have lived a very confusing life, ended up into depression, living in a forest, and they decided to get comfort in a cave. Under grandiosity, they are grandiose, so they are thinking they are living in a palace for satisfaction, but in another way they are still living in a cave. You see? So hallucination and grandiosity we can equalize it by delusions. Now let's talk about sleep and energy disturbance. If you're watching me, my friends, and you have not liked the video, please, if you are a new person here, welcome. Remember to hit the like button and subscribe too. Remember to hit the like button and subscribe. Let's get more impressions by your subscription. Sleep energy disturbances. Reduced need for sleep. If you have stress or something is stressing you, can you get sleep? Very rare. There are some diseases you can get and you get sleep disturbances. So it doesn't mean that if you have no sleep, it means you are bipolar. No. Patients feel restless after some hour, only a few hours. See that? Let's talk about insomnia. Lack of sleep. There is sleep disturbance and there is insomnia, difficulty in sleeping, common in both mania and depression. You see, so you might confuse these two, depression and mania. You might confuse two into bipolar. So it's good to know these things so that you don't misdiagnose someone. You know, some people always misdiagnose people by telling them that it seems you are depressed. You are undergoing bipolar. It's very important to go through this, because you don't see someone who has grandiosity. I've said grandiosity is like delusion, and then you say that this person is bipolar. And bipolar, I've said, it is characterized into three. Bipolar is characterized into hypomania, and cyclothymic relations. So I can see more people coming in and watching. Tell us where you are from. Tell us. Don't be shy, and give me a like if you feel what I'm doing is nice. Give me a like. You know, when you get more people on the platform, you feel nice, and when they appreciate what you are doing, you feel nice. So Jamaican uncle, welcome. Bosire one, boss one, welcome. Smile in the city, welcome to the chat. Those that are watching, please tell us where you are from. Hit the like button. Hit the like button, new friends. Hit the like button. Subscribe to this channel. It's a good channel. You can go through what they are doing. I can see Marjay. Greetings, Dr. Ben and everyone. Welcome, Marjay, to the platform. Welcome, everyone. It has been a tough day. You know, it is 4:52 p.m. here. I don't know where you are. What time is it? So if you are a new person, really come to the chat. Tell us where you are from. Give us a like. Just tap there, like, double tap the screen. But I usually like when someone is telling me, you know, I'm new here, what are you doing here? Yeah, what are you doing here? Then we interact. If you are here, you are new, chat with the people at the chat, interact with the people at the chat. We are talking about bipolar complications. Bipolar complications. How bipolar complications come around. How bipolar complications come around. And how bipolar can be. Dr. Ben, what happened when you don't have enough sleep? When you don't have enough sleep, there is something called melatonin in your brain. Depression can cause the imbalance of neurotransmitters in your brain. So you can get that when you don't have enough sleep, you are suppressing some neurotransmitters, and the suppression of the neurotransmitters will make you have an imbalance of the brain function, and that's why your body always is so tired. But now there is another thing. There is another thing whereby someone is suffering from what is called bipolar. The neurotransmitters themselves are not balanced and they are not coming out as needed. What can you get? This is where now you get problems with sleep automatically. It is two-way. You don't get sleep because you are always working. You end up getting fatigued. Your brain function starts to be bad. And there is a way that you want to sleep but you don't have sleep because you have a problem like bipolar, autism, all those problems that distract the brain. So it relates like that. So if you don't have enough sleep, you know, when you are resting, the brain is doing more work. The brain is clearing some things, it's balancing some things, some neurons are being promoted and coming up, and the brain itself is producing more. This is Lila, my friend, is here. So sleep is very important. That's why you find some people, they just have worked with people, some people, you work in this hospital, you go work in another hospital, you come at work, you are very tired, and then when you are just supposed to be starting something to do, where you are seated, you sleep automatically. And it becomes so bad until you are carried and you are given somewhere to rest. Or you start having chronic headaches. And you know chronic headaches are bad. Chronic headaches are very bad. They can lead to hypertension. Sleep can lead to hypertension. Lila, welcome. Lila, Smile in the city, in the house, Bosire, Jamaican uncle, and everyone who is watching. Welcome. We are talking about the symptoms of bipolar that are manifested to other conditions that may be confused other conditions. So here we have talked about delusions and hallucinations. And we started by by poor concentration, difficulty in focusing due to racing thoughts, can't focus, memory impairment, especially short-term memory. You have some problems at home, you don't want to concentrate, you are there, you sit for so long thinking until you get. You remember how we talked about the temporal lobe, which has the hippocampus. It is there for new memory. So if you pile up so many memories and you are thinking, the brain always takes what you are taking seriously for that time, And whatever that is giving you depression is the most important thing that time. So you end up losing memory because now you can't concentrate. You check, you end up losing memory. Yeah. Thirsty, man. Thirsty. So that is how memory comes. If you remember hippocampus and temporal lobe, what gets the new memory? You get racing thoughts. People with depression. You get thought blocking. These are things that are manifested in bipolar, and they can be manifested in other diseases too. You get being delusional. Being delusional is whereby I said, hi J-Hank, hi family J-Hank, welcome J-Hank. This is whereby now you start seeing you are the mightiest. What is the least amount of sleep for adults? 6 hours to 8 hours. 6 hours, the least 6 hours. That is the least. But the better one is 8 hours. You have heard some people have said that they are the mightiest of the mightiest. These people have problems and they are delusional. In the world, I don't know if there is one who is the mighty of the mightiest. God created us almost all the same. So that one I can put it as grandiosity. A person has gone thinking that he is the most important thing, and he believes whatever he says can come to pass. And he believes that he can change water. This person can change water into juice. You see, you've had people that have said that they can heal things like HIV by just a power of the tongue. This is whereby you become delusional. You come into growth. A person now has a problem when it comes to, and some things can happen. You can be sick and you start getting into delusions, hallucinations. My friends, things people get into alcoholism, drugs, they make you become hallucinated. You start seeing things. You have seen some people that have drank alcohol and they are being chased away by other people. And when you ask this person, why are you running? Someone is chasing me around. When there is no one. Hallucinations, extra bipolar manifestations. Thank you everyone who is watching. Thank you everyone who is watching. Come on, share the live and also hit the like button. If you are a new person in the chat, I usually say interact with us. I'm not alone. I have people here who have channels and we are talking at the chat. Interact with these people. Let them know where you are from. Don't just hide. Say hi to us. Tell us where you are from. Tell us about yourself. If you have a question, tell us which question you have, and also do what? Hit the like button and subscribe. The channel has good content that can help. Sleep and energy disturbances. I had talked about that. Reduced need to sleep. A classic manic sign. Manic sign. People that have high. Okay, where are you guys from? Lila, I'm talking about the people who are new in the channel. Talking about the people that are coming eavesdrop. There are some people who eavesdrop and then they run away, or they eavesdrop for long and then they go. Imagine a person is dropping in your house for long, never says anything, and then that person goes away. It's funny. Now let's talk about fatigue or low energy. Fatigue or low energy. When someone is losing sleep, it is a sign of mania. Mania is high energy, talkativeness, and aggressiveness when you don't have sleep. But when you have insomnia, difficulty in sleeping, common in both mania and depression. I don't know where everybody from, but since you say to ask, I'm nosy, I want to know. Okay, I know where you J-Hank is coming from. J-Hank is coming from Nairobi. Jamaican uncle from the US. The people that are in the chat right now. Botswan is in Nairobi. Lila, ask them. Now we have fatigue or low. Are you all guys all Africans? Lila. Now let's get to fatigue or low energy. Fatigue or low energy. Marked tiredness. Sometimes you find someone is tired, especially in depression. You know your brain uses a lot of energy. Your brain cells uses a lot of energy to process many things. You get? So when you are using a lot of energy in your brain, even if you have not worked, you will feel fatigued because you are using calories around your body. You see, I know where uncle is coming from. Okay, now let's go to behavioral and psychomotor changes. Behavioral. Extra. The title of today is some things that may be manifested to other diseases that are manifested to bipolar. They may share. You may confuse this. So we are trying to go through them so that people may know this one may not just be manifested at this, it might be manifested even to other conditions. Psychomotor agitation like restlessness, pacing, inability to sit still, you are always agitated. Psychomotor retardation, slowed movement and speech. Always your speech is slow. Because when dopamine and serotonin have a problem, even the speech will have a problem because coordination becomes a problem too. Impulsivity, acting without thinking, and spending risky behaviors. You are always spending risky behaviors. Psychomotor agitating and spending risky behavior. You see, impulsivity is where you do things without thinking what next. You are here, you are going to buy shopping, and you don't have any food in the house, but you reach at a market, you find some good clothes. You use the money that you are going for shopping for the kitchen, you start buying some good clothes. Impulsivity, impulse purchase. And it's not only in impulse. Bipolar manifestation almost the same as schizophrenia. Oh no, yes, it's almost, but they don't. You know, Lila, schizophrenia is near or it is psychosis. Bipolar is mood disturbance. So schizophrenia is not like bipolar. Schizophrenia is psychosis. In schizophrenia, you will find grandiosity, you will find delusional, you will find people that are hallucinating. You get? Those are signs of psychosis. But bipolar, no. Most of the people with bipolar will hardly find them with psychosis signs like hallucinations and grandiosity and delusions. You get? So they kind like, unless it is a person has psychotic effects from substance abuse, but this person was bipolar. You get? So it is important to not to confuse. That's why today I'm saying we are going towards symptoms that are seen between psychosis and bipolar, and not psychosis. Other things like psychosis, other problems like psychosis, schizophrenia, autism, ADHD, all of them, and bipolar. See? So it's important to ask questions because they make things clear. You get? So schizophrenia, psychosis. Bipolar, mood disturbance. We settle on mood disturbance. That's why we have a mood that is hyper, a mood that is low, and cyclothymic between normal and bipolar effect. 3. Mania, hypomania, and cyclothymic. Now, I think that question has been answered correctly, or if still, just ask, I paraphrase. But behavioral and psychomotor changes in a person that has bipolar. How does it manifest? How does these behaviors come out? Psychomotor retardation, slowed movement and speech. When you have hypomania, some people don't speak. They are always so tired, calm. If you talk to them, Smiler in the city, UK, right? Smiler, the city is in UK. You can know by hearing me speak Patois. Yes, Jamaican uncle speaks Patois very well. Even when he's in Kenya, people say he's speaking confusing. People say it's speaking confusing English. When you work with uncle in Kenya, people say that he's speaking confusing English. Impulsivity, acting without thinking, risky behaviors like spending, you get, without thinking. Before you think, there are some people who are so impulsive. Men are so into impulse decision making. They don't think. When sometimes a man sees a beautiful girl, the first thing he sees is a beautiful girl. So the impulse makes this man not to think twice. The second thing is telling the girl, no, it's unique. It's telling the girl how beautiful he is. Those are impulse decisions. Risk-taking behaviors like driving recklessly, and self-sexual behaviors and substance abuse. When you are under substance, sometimes it is hard because you may not do the right thing. When you are under substance, you may not do the right thing. It's Chwea from Qatar. Hi, Chwea. Chwea, have you done any live or a premiere? I've not got a notification. Let's go to speech and communication. Pressured speech, rapid and loud, difficult to interrupt speeches. When a person bipolar, sometimes speech becomes so faster, you cannot get in between. But there are sometimes people that are drunk or substance, they are under substance, You cannot stop them. These people talk and talk and talk and really talk. And you know they are it's Chwea. Now I've remembered something. Chwea, people asked me about Mira, and I was kind of like surprised so many people don't know Hat Mira, but I know it's Chwea knows Mira. I was asking people here, do you know Mira? And they were telling me no, I don't know. So I think Chwea knows Mira. Those people that take Mira, it is hard. They eat the leaves and the stalks. It piles in their mouth. It really piles in their mouths. Those things, they make these people have flight of ideas. They speak so much. It's Chwea. Do you know? I know you know Mira. Mira is called Hat. It is that is the only legalized drug I know that is not regulated. But when you eat these leaves and you eat the stalks, you talk like people can think you are using petrol. But the problem with Hat is anyone who knows Mira, smile at the city. Do you know Hat? The leaves and the stalks that people eat. Do you know? Anyone who knows it, or anyone who has ever come across? Yes, motto you can think is a motto mouth. Lila, I know you don't know what Hat is, because the last time I asked about it, you say, I know it. Oh, Uncle knows it. Uncle knows it. Is it in the US, Uncle? I've seen some people in Kenya. It's a big business in Kenya, and exports are so large. I don't know if it is legal in the US, but it is exported to the US. It's Chwea. They gave me to try it too. Uncle, where was that? At the village or where? At the village. You try eating. You know, sometimes those people, if you meet a person who takes them seriously, you can be annoyed. They like taking it with, what is it? I have no clue. I'm just talking. It is a tree. It is called Mira. It is a tree, and they take the buds. You know how tea leaves is plucked? Tea leaves. So you can eat the leaves that are green. I don't really know if... but it is rare in the US because it is only grown in Africa. Uncle, it is only grown in Africa. Lila is asking if you know. I don't know if I will show people one day. If you take it, hey, that thing makes a person have ideas. You can build a house in the ocean. I think it was when I was out of the village. Yes, most people love it, and some people take the leaves and they suck the juice in those stalks. There was a time it was banned for export to the US. I don't know if it was the exports they came. The transportation of those people that transport, Alaska took all, and plus I live in the city. Oh, no, it's not illegal here in Kenya, Smile in the city. It is legal, and even sometimes where it is planted at Meru. Meru is a county here in Kenya. Hey Judy, welcome. Meru is a county here in Kenya. When you go to seek for marriage rights to a lady, when you go to seek for marriage rights for a lady, do you know you have to buy it so that you can take it there? They have taken that so serious until you have to buy that thing as a bundle so that you can take to the parents. It's weed. No, it's not weed. Judy, please tell Lila what Mira is. Hat, Mira. I'll find Mira so that I can show people here one day. But now the problem with hat is one. When you take hat, they eat like this. They eat the barks of the soft stems. the backs of the soft stems. That is the quality one, the backs of the soft stems that are sprouting. And there is another one, the same tree, they eat the leaves now. Those people eat the leaves with bubble gum and some groundnuts. So you may just see someone is holding a paper bag with some leaves inside, and the mouth is looking like this. But if they are sitting together, those people talk a lot. It is a stimulant. Is the one that chew on to brush their teeth with or clean teeth. Now that is another tree dealer. That one is another tree. This one, they are sprouts. They are sprouts, and they are sold in bundles. One day I take a bus ride from Nairobi to the border of Ethiopia. So the conductor and the driver used it all the way to end the trip. Yes, uncle, if you use it, you will never sleep. It stops, it suppresses melatonin in your brain. And you know, when it stops melatonin, hey, no sleep, you will never sleep. Long distance drivers use it because they don't want to sleep. But the problem with this is one thing. If you use it a lot when you are young, you will not get kids. It has an effect down there. You will lack kids when you are young. And you know, I don't sleep now. And you know, fertility is if you are a man and you are infertile, sometimes it is emotional. I have slept from yesterday. I haven't slept from yesterday. Hi, Maggie, I'm telling people about Mira. Please tell people. I explained to people about Mira. So Mira is something that is bringing problems to many people, but it's a plant, it's legal. So people use it so much. It is exported to the US. And when it reaches the US, it is very expensive. Very expensive. And people love it. They love the juice from it because they don't swallow the leaves. Yes, it's addictive. Smile and the seat. It is addictive. Ask Uncle how those drivers behave. The only thing I hate about it is most of the people that take it, they smell bad because of cigarette smoking and other issues that they are doing. It is so addictive. They are always very bad. Yes, it makes you high a bit, not high like alcohol. Not high like alcohol, but it makes you feel you are high and not sleep. But now, something that makes you high and makes you be infertile, it makes so many people have problems down there. High like weed. Weed makes you slow in processing things. Weed makes you slow in processing things. It makes you, it slows your nervous system and induces psychotic. It induces some psychotic issues in you. But this one is a stimulant. It makes you not to have sleep, talk a lot, and start talking things like you are grandiose. We can hear a person who has taken this one starting to tell you how one day he was there. One day this person, he can tell you how he was ruling the world's army, and this one has never even gone out of the village. I can tell you, when I was the commander-in-chief of the armed forces of the world, a person who has never got out of the village. When I was the armed commander of the forces of the world, I used to rule. This is a person who has never gone out of the village. So it's not like weed. You know, when you take weed, when you take weed, you become slow. You start like you look like this, and you. But this one stimulates you. These ones, they yap a lot. Yes, uncle, they talk a lot, and they lie to themselves. They lie to themselves a lot. When you take this drug, you lie to yourself, you lie to other people. It gives you become grandiose, delusion. And you become delusion because it inhibits serotonin and increases norepinephrine. You get it inhibits serotonin and increases norepinephrine. So you talk a lot and you become delusional. You start saying things that you should not be saying. You start lying to people, and no one can talk. No one can talk anything. No one should tell you you are wrong, because everything that you are saying is right. Yes, like just Glenn said, if loving you is wrong, I don't wanna be right. You see, maybe Glenn was that time when singing that song, if loving you is wrong, I don't wanna be right. Try it. I'll try to find it. I don't know where I can find it, but I'll try to find the mirror one day. I come with it, I show people. Yeah, it has destroyed so many people. It has destroyed so many people. It's young men, because their brains become dormant, thinking of with many ideas in the head that are not productive. Hey everyone, Blue Demon Slayer, Bloody, my friend, the lady who smiles a smile that can destroy and break glasses of a house. Bloody. Yes, Bloody, soon we will join you in your life. When Bloody smiles, I will be on a dolphin. Oh, okay. When Bloody smiles, the smile can destroy walls and windows. Yes, welcome Bloody, Bloody to the chat. And I had to explain to Bloody something. I remember I've not texted her. Bloody, I'll text you about it. Now, speech and communication. Speech and communication. Pressured speech, flight of ideas, poverty of speech, reduced speech output. Sometimes these are things that are seen on other. Yes, Bloody Monslayer. Bloody loves playing games. I hope when we go to live, we'll see her playing some games. So when you are depressed, sometimes you don't talk a lot. That's where we say you have poverty of speech. Let's talk about emotional and mood features. Emotions and mood features. Irritability, not just euphoria. Mania can be present with anger. Irritability is something that can bring anger, and it is seen in mania, high aggressiveness. You see, it can be seen in mania. So when someone is angry and someone has just disturbed a person, this person can be having euphorias, reminding himself how this person mistreated or has done to him. Mania can be present with anger. Now, there is another thing called emotional liability. Rapid mood changes with short periods. Rapid mood changes with short periods. That is emotional liability. If you want to live a good life in this world, Stop having emotional liabilities. Learn how to move on. Learn how to stop thinking about a bad thing that happened to you. Only keep good memories to work hard to achieve them again. But when you have emotional liabilities, there are some situations that people can have emotional liabilities, and these are situations like people that are depressed, people that are in hospital for so long because of admission. They carry the emotion. If people come, they're seeing you are not having. That's why men don't like going to be. I'll be back. Got to return a call. Okay. That's why people don't like to go and be admitted. Men don't like emotional liabilities. When someone comes to visit you, this person is empathetic and you are seeing it. Men don't like that. You see, so you need to have a feature whereby you don't have the emotional liability. If you do something that is right and a person is complaining, you cannot like start thinking about it. Like, why is this person doing this? Why is this person doing that? You are always strong by your word. You are always standing by your word. Now, anxiety symptoms. Some people have just anxiety without bipolar. Some people are just anxious without bipolar. Often coexist with bipolar sometimes, but some people are just anxious. Those people, mostly students, when it comes to going to do exams, you may think they are bipolar. Apathy, loss of interest in activities, depressed people. You see, the things that I'm talking about, these are the things that are shared between bipolar and some other conditions, or they are the conditions that they can stand by themselves. See that? Conditions that they can stand by themselves, loss of interest in activity. Let's talk about social and functional effects. Poor judgment, relationship difficulties, occupational impairment. Occupational, when you are at work, you cannot even keep up working with other people when you are at work. Have you ever, I know you have worked somewhere, some people that are here have worked with some people in a company, in a restaurant, like me in a hospital, at home when you are working together something. There are just some people that cannot work with others because they are very stubborn. Very, very stubborn. And it's not because they are bipolar. It's because, some people have issues. Some people have conditions like inferiority complex. Inferiority complex is when, whoa, that's weird. I was at a higher number, now I'm lower. Wow, that is weird. I was at a higher number, now I'm lower. That is not nice. Why is it happening? Blue Day, you are asking about your YouTube features or what? When people subscribe to you, Blue Day, and they have not watched, there is just a person who can come, subscribe, and go without watching any video or following you and seeing what. So YouTube removes that subscription, because YouTube no want keep people that are watching so that it can push its adverts, because they are paid to work, company. So you are saying the people did not comment. Yes, if they did not comment and they have not been watching your videos, yes, you should comment and something so that at least, but you have never seen this person, you search for YouTube and then you check and then you subscribe without watching. In one day or 2 days, that subscription will have gone. That is it. Now, we were talking about occupational impairment. Those people at home that don't like working with other people. They don't like working with other people. They don't want to do some things under instructions and their rules. Blue Day, it's not you alone. Ask everyone in the chat. Everyone undergoes that problem. I'm sure everyone in the chat undergoes that problem. So don't worry. You will just reach there. You will reach there. It is really sucking, yes, but you see, everyone is undergoing that problem. Those people that subscribe to you and then they do what? They don't watch anything. And then after they have not watched anything, your subscription goes. They do that. I've noticed some people do that because when you are live, they want to show you that they have subscribed, but they go and disappear. So that subscription does what? Does not appear. But it's not good when you have subscribed to someone and then you do that. It makes people feel irritated. It's not good. If you subscribe to a person, just get to that person and stick to that person. Stick to that person. Everyone here who has a channel is undergoing that problem. Everyone, even the big YouTubers, they undergo that problem. Today you wake up, I have a friend who is a big YouTuber. He told me that he lives in, I think right now he was in India. He's heading to, I think, US. He told me that sometimes he loses up to 1,000 subscribers in a day. And then you wake up tomorrow, you have more than 1,500 subscribers. You see that gap, how it goes. You wake up today, you have 1,000 subscribers gone. Then tomorrow you wake up again, you have 1,200 subscribers. So it's a thing that goes on. It's a regulatory thing by YouTube. So don't worry, when you be a YouTuber, I need help getting more people. Yes, I will text you what to do. I will text you what to do. Now, we were talking about relationship and difficulties. People with bipolar have hard times when it comes to maintaining relationships. But you see, people with emotional disorders and personality disorders, which is not bipolar, have the same too. And it is Abina. Abina is in the house. Abina, hi. How have you been, Abina? Abina, you didn't tell me where you are coming from. Remind me, please. Tell me which state you are coming from, or I forgot. Guys, we have a new friend in the name Abina. Please welcome Abina to the chat. We were with Abina yesterday. Now, we were talking now about social and functional effects, relationship difficulties, conflicts due to mood instability, poor judgment leads to financial, legal, or social problems. Yes, Abina, I realize, I remember you came yesterday. Which country are you from, Abina? Tell me which country you are from. If you told me, I think I forgot. I think I forgot. India, yes. India, yeah. Thanks for reaching out and liking. If you have any medical question, please ask. Anyone who is watching and you have any medical question, yesterday I said, if you have any random question, please ask. And someone asked me if I'm single. Hey, that question was nice, eh? Hey. So if you have any medical question, please ask. And Abina, welcome from India. Welcome to the chat. We are dealing with situations whereby bipolar is shared with other symptoms. Yes. Physical and biological manifestations. Appetite changes, increased mania or decreased appetite changes. You have seen some people when they are depressed, they eat a lot, and some don't. They are just cool. They don't eat a lot. Some people don't eat a lot when they are depressed. Some people don't eat. They are just there. You get. So appetite changes are there when it comes to some these situations that are shared between bipolar and other complications. Weight changes. You can gain weight or lose weight. If you are not eating and you are depressed, you will lose weight. When you are not eating and you are depressed, you will lose weight. And as we continue, let me ask, is there anyone who has ever got a problem of either you or someone else? You get a situation and then it turns out to give you another situation. You are sick, but you come out to have another situation out of that sickness. This is whereby we call extra manifestation of the sickness. A person was admitted with this sickness and then comes out of hospital with a lot of complications. Not because he went there with those complications, it's because he came out with complications that were, you get. So if you have ever been in that situation, please tell us. We see a person that went to hospital with a fracture. You go to hospital with a fracture. I am sick every week. Abina, what is the problem? We tell us, maybe help you. I work so hard on my goal, but how am I supposed to do that when people suffer? Blue Day, it's not the people who are removing the sub, it is the system. So you have to continue working hard and retain the people. If you give up, it will be bad. You don't have. You should continue. Because the more you continue, the more the subs are retained. It's a journey. Blue Day, it's a journey. Abina, why are you sick every time? What is the problem? Tell us what is the problem. At least we can help. Abina. Oh, cough. You go, if you have a continuous cough every day, check your environment. You check your environment where you are living around. Are there any factories? Are there running water? Is it damp? Are you in a place where there is a lot of dust? If all those are okay, you go to a hospital, you do something that is called chest x-ray. They check. Demons, people are not removing the sub. YouTube is doing it. Yes, YouTube system is the one which is removing the sub. Blue Day. I've told you there are some big YouTubers, most of them were my friends. They wake up around 1,000 subscribers are not there. You come in tomorrow, you find you have plus 1,500 and something. So it is the system. There is nothing you can do. So what do I do then? I will text you what to do, don't worry. But you can we'll keep on pushing until you reach 1,000. Cute Jessie, hello Cute Jessie, welcome to the platform, Cute Jessie. We are talking about some things that are seen in bipolar that can be seen in other problems. Now, there is some people that are bipolar. Hope no one will laugh about this. Some people that are bipolar, they have increased sexual libido. Most of them, mostly that have mania, they have increased sexual libido. The libido is very high, but when they are depressed, or it is something that is called hypomania, they don't have it. They don't have even any libido. So you can find this loss of libido in some things, that depression, prostatic conditions, prostate cancers, you can find it there. What is libido? Libido is Jesse, libido is the ability to make love and feel it. To make love and feel it, not just making love, because some people some married couples can do it, but you are just there because you are married and it's the right of the other person while you are suffering. But the real libido is whereby you feel it and you enjoy it. So that is the real libido. There are some people who are bipolar and they have excess, and there are some people who are hypomanic in bipolar and they don't have the libido. You can see these things also in other manifestations, like you can see all these manifestations in like cancers, other diseases like diabetes. It's not that you can see them only in bipolar. You get libido changes. Libido changes. Substance abuse, drug use as coping or during mania. You have seen some people that are having bipolar complications. Most of them, especially men, even women nowadays, they drink a lot of alcohol. They drink a lot of alcohol, compensating to, they think it is making fun. When you drink a lot of alcohol thinking that you are having fun, oh, coffee cakes is here. Stone is formed in our stomach. Abina is asking about kidney stones. Kidney stones, coffee cakes, welcome. I can see you today. Today we are talking about issues that are extra, that they share symptoms. They share symptoms with, you get that something like bipolar is sharing some symptoms with this. And let me answer Abina. Abina, stones are formed because when you have blockages of calcium and cholesterol and then they pipe, there are several there are several things that can cause stones. Struvate, and there is uric acid, and there is calcium. That is what, when calcium forms with uric acid, they form some stones, and those stones are called trophies. Stuvate is a constituency of uric acid with calcium. They form stones. That is how they form. They come and pile, and that is a very important topic. And they don't form in your stomach. They don't form in your stomach. They can cause cancer. Most of kidney stones canaliculi, they are called renal canaliculi. They are not cancerous. They can be removed and you continue well. So this is how it is formed, crystallization. They are in the kidney, not the abdomen. Body fluids like urine and bile contain high level of minerals and salt. The crystals starts to form slowly, and the concentration becomes high. The crystal salts are calcium, uric acids, those. More minerals attach, making the crystal bigger. Aggregation, and they clamp somewhere. You see, that is how the stone is formed. There are some people who have stones and they only take a lot of water, and the stones are from the body by urinating. Kidney stones are made of calcium ions, uric acid, stuvite or cyanide. They form the calcium that you have to your body. It attaches itself to urine, and then they start forming stones. You can form gallbladder stones, whereby cholesterol attaches to some bilirubins. Bilirubins are products of red blood cells when they break down. So when they break down, they come and attach to cholesterol. The people that have high cholesterol in their body, if you have high cholesterol in your body, you may form gallstones, bladder stones. In the bladder, when you have an infection, herbs 58, 51, herbs. We have one of our friends that is called Herbs and Spice. And I can see herbs here again, herbs 58. Herbs, welcome to the channel, which can be painful when you urinate. When you urinate, bladder stones are painful. They are painful because they are passing through the bladder. The gallstones are here at the gallbladder. And even the kidney stones, when they are dropping down the bladder, you feel pain. But both of them can be painful because even the gallbladder can cause inflammation and it needs to be removed. You see? Herbs, welcome. So bladder stones may be painful because they are passing through. You get? So that one was a question from our new friend from India, Abina. How is our friend the coffee cakes? The coffee cakes is in the house. Welcome, coffee cakes. Today we are just talking about extra manifestation of problems like bipolar that can be manifested in other conditions. So they can make you misdiagnose someone. And you see, we have said about urine retention. We have gone up to gallbladder, about stones, because of the questions that are coming in. You see, it is very important. So we are talking about bipolar and drug abuse and the symptoms that they share. Libido issues, weight gain, appetite changes, and alcohol. In severe situation, someone may become psychotic, and when this person may become psychotic, this person may start feeling suicidal ideation and self-neglect. You see, suicidal manifestation, that is where you've become, now you have psychotic changes, and you need to be admitted to a place. You need to be admitted to a place. And when you see someone self-neglect, poor hygiene, not eating or caring for self, that is a problem. Dorothy, nini? Akwaje, wewe chukua tu vitals na umwambie saa hii niko tight kidogo. You see, those are things that are manifested. Psychotic features. Psychotic features are bad, and I usually say when you have psychotic features, you will always have problems with the society and you yourself. The society and you yourself. You get? Those are the problems that come in that are complicated and severe. Because imagine you having a person who is psychotic that has been okay and is around the society and is left with vulnerable people like old people that cannot defend themselves, or children. They can get a bad relapse and they can bring a problem to other people. So it is important to admit these people and take good control. Because now, if a person is not bipolar and has become psychotic, what will happen? He needs immediate attention. Self-neglect, poor hygiene, not eating or caring for self. Legal financial problems due to impulsive or reckless decisions. You see, when you start spending beyond your income, some things may not be because you are bipolar. You may be having some problems that are making you do that. Decision making. And you may end up having problems in future. So legal and financial, can you fall into these behaviors just sometimes? Yes, you can. You can fall to these behaviors because of push, because of the current situation that you are in. Some people can just neglect themselves because they are dumped by their partner, because their marriage is not working, because their place of work, they were stopped. Stress and agitations, yes. That's why we are saying extra bipolar manifestations out of agitation. You go to work in the morning and you are told you are fired. You start depression, you stay with depression, thinking about it, you neglect yourself. You have always seen some people that the relationship ended and these people become suicidal. You see, it's very important to check and take care of these problems as needed, because you may think that a person is psychotic because we learned about this in psychosis, but you find it is attached to something else that is not bipolar. So these are the severe issues that we see, that are complications that are not in bipolar, And yes, matters of the heart are so hard. Matters of the heart are so hard. Complications like suicidal ideation, self-neglect, psychosis features, and legal financial problems. These ones are bad. It needs intervention. So anyone with a question who can add anything that is in this can be manifested in something that can be manifested in bipolar, and it is coming out to other problems. We have learned a lot about it. We have learned a lot about these complications, and I think you know now bipolar is a mood thing. This is something that is mood. It is not something that is let me read this. I had no thoughts, but no purposely. It was that medication I asked you to look at if you had a chance. Oh, medications, if I had a chance. Medications of, when it comes to medication, how BP medication, BP PLC works. What is PLC? I paraphrase that, those that I understand. Let me talk about the medication shortly because we will talk about them. Yes?
It's 7.2.
Yes.
Yeah.
Wambie tu aende warudi Saturday afternoon.
Saturday afternoon.
But you wambie si mbaya. Let's Abina tell me about BP stock the machine or BP drugs. Okay, the coffee cakes. Let me start with the coffee cakes questions about the medication. When it comes to medication of bipolar, we don't use these medications regularly. The unaliving of self-thoughts. Oh, okay. The coffee cakes, we don't use these medications regularly because you use medications according to your category. Are you hypomania, hypermania, or cyclothermic? Because if you use medication for hypomania, they are just used to suppress the neurotransmitters and to make you calm. So you see, if you use medication, like most of these medications are mood stabilizers and antidepressants. So imagine you are using an antidepressant to someone who has hypomania. This person will sleep for a very long time. So the drugs that are used here, they are just used to control like lithium, the mood stabilizer working on serotonin. The medication that did that to me was to stop smoking aid. Which one were you using to stop smoking? Methadone or the patch? Or which one? I know the nicotine patch. Oh, Chantix. When you are using it, how did you feel? You'd be checking and telling your doctor how you are feeling when you are using this medication, because it may be giving you bad side effects. It may be giving you bad side effects, and it is working the other side, but the adverse effects are more bad. So I think when it comes to medication, Betty's World is here. Welcome, Betty's World. When it comes to medication, it is very important it is very important when it comes to medication, you be linking with your doctor every time. See, you take it while you smoke, it blocks the buzz, but I feel it blocked my serotonin. Yes, it partially stimulates Chantix acts on the brain nicotine receptors. It works on the brain nicotine receptors, partially stimulates them, reduces craving and withdrawal symptoms, blocks nicotine effects, and you know, when you are taking this, it can have another side effect by interfering with your neurotransmitters. So when you are given some drugs, that is Hyacinth William, welcome to the platform. Welcome to the platform. So when you are given some drugs, or you yourself, the way you feel, if you feel it is bringing some more things, mostly drugs that are stopping some issues like smoking, then the drugs that we call therapies. This was in the 2000s, so I'm fine now, but those new meds scare me. Good morning, Doc, and all team members. Welcome everyone. When you are given some drugs and then you feel that these drugs are doing something that is not okay, it is good to report to your doctor. It is good to report to your doctor so that the doctor knows what to do, because our bodies respond to some drugs differently. So you may think that these drugs are helping. Yes, they are helping in one side, but the other side, they are destroying more. They are giving more distraction. You see, so that is how Chantix work. It stimulates some nicotine receptors, and it stimulates, it blocks nicotine to work as it is needed. And you know, as you use it, it can block the neurotransmitters again. So you need to be careful with the drugs that you are using. So that is it, and we will talk about the drugs of bipolar maybe tomorrow or on Friday. You will know how these drugs works and what they target you, and why you cannot use one drug. You know, because people are diagnosed differently. Someone is diagnosed with during the time I had my first panic attack before the medication. So at the same time, doctor had me on sedative. So it brought me even more down. Yes, it brought you down because it was blocking some neurotransmitters that you are having. You see? So it is good to follow up on these drugs. And I'm saying most drugs in conditions like bipolar, we don't use one drug. We use several drugs according to what you are showing medically and clinically also. How you are presenting. Are you bipolar 1, 2, or cyclothermic? 1 you see is hypomania, 2 is hypo, and 3, I subbed and left a message. Okay, don't worry, I'll follow back. Don't worry. You see, bipolar 3, cyclothermic, you must be very careful. You might give someone a drug, and this one is getting hypo, and this person goes down and down. You might give someone a drug and is hyper, and you are giving to stimulate more. So this might be a big problem, and that's why things like bipolar need professions to deal with them. You might give someone drugs, and this drug destroys this person at high levels. So it's good to know which kind of drugs someone is using. It is very important to know which kind of drugs someone is using. So guys, we have gone through extra bipolar manifestation. We have talked about several things, very many things, and things like poor concentration, memory impairment, racing thoughts, thought blocking, that is depression, delusions, hallucinations that are seen even in other conditions. We have seen sleep disturbances and sleep problems that are seen in this bipolar, and they are seen to other conditions like insomnia, hypersomnia, fatigue or low energy. You get? We have talked about all of them. We have seen about behavioral and psychomotor changes like agitation, retardation, speech loss, in depression. Retardation is like you are not talking, you have speech loss, impulsivity, aggression or irritability, and risk-taking behaviors. We have talked about motion, speech and communication, pressured speech, flight ideas, poverty of speech. Poverty of speech is when you don't want to talk, silent. Emotional features and moods, irritability, emotions, anxiety symptoms, and apathy. Poor judgment, relationship difficulties, and occupational impairment. All these we have seen them. So my people, when you see someone eating a lot or not wanting to eat, we have talked about appetite, weight loss, libido. Someone asked about what is libido, substance abuse. We have talked about severe complications when it is too bad, suicidal ideations, negligence, psychotic, legal, financial problems. We have talked about all this. So anyone who has a question before I say my last words, there are some things. If you have a question, please ask. Time is going. I have 20 minutes now. 20 minutes now. There are some conditions that we'll talk about bipolar that is attached with other condition. I think that is what we'll do tomorrow. Bipolar that is attached with other condition, and I may name them randomly. Bipolar with anxiety, bipolar with substance abuse, bipolar attention deficit hyperactive disorder, bipolar with ADHD. Okay, I'm about to go live in a few minutes. Okay, Blue Day. We finish, we will come and see you. No worries. You see? Bipolar with ADHD. And we have bipolar with schizophrenia and bipolar with PTSD. So these are things that we will see tomorrow. People that are bipolar but they have other conditions, sharing other conditions. Bipolar with personality disorders, bipolar with diabetes mellitus, bipolar with cardiovascular disease. You see, all of these we will see them tomorrow. No worries about them. So my people, where you are, where your situation. Yes, coffee cakes. Ask the question. You see, ask the question. I will sing when I'm greetings. I will sing when I'm answering questions at night. Right now, I want to finish the live. I have 4 patients that are waiting for me, and I've spoke so much. Spoken so much. Which song do you want me to sing? You want me to sing an African song for you? Any song? Which song? Which type of songs do you love? Coffee cakes. You love reggae. You love blues, you love love songs, you love African songs, anything. I will sing today at night when I'm answering some questions from the mails and WhatsApp. From mails and WhatsApp. Today I've really just imagine from morning I woke up at 4 and I've been just talking, jumping from here to there, jumping from here to there. Just imagine. Just imagine. Just imagine. I've been talking. So don't feel bad. I'll sing at that time at 9, 2 hours from now. I'll sing, and we will talk tomorrow about bipolar that is attached with other issues. Let me see this. Okay. That is attached with other conditions tomorrow. Today we have seen conditions that are bipolar and they are shared to other conditions, extra bipolar manifestations. And tomorrow I'm reading something here, it is making me laugh. Coffee Cakes wants to form a singing band with you, dog. Coffee Cakes, I will sing with Coffee Cakes one day. I know Coffee Cakes loves hearing me singing. Coffee Cakes, my voice is nice, eh? My voice is nice, eh? My voice looks nice, eh? I'm trying to reason to find a song to sing. Which one? I will sing tonight. Let me sing tonight. Tonight when I'm calm. You know, I've been doing some things from morning to now, and I have this is, let me see. Okay, I'm about to go live. Okay. So new guys that have been in are blessed, and if you have any question, my email address and the other number that I receive questions on is always on. It might be having so many questions, but I go through it and I check the questions and I respond. So if anyone is here that has any questions anytime, you feel free to check out that line and ask. And as usual, before I finish, I usually say, as you come here, you can always go to the Coffee Cakes, Smiler in the City, Margaret's in Norway, Jamaican Uncle, everyone that is in the chat. You can always check out there, Betty's World, all that are supporting me. You can check there and support them. And as you support them, I usually say that it is important you even give an advice. You know, if you come to my channel and you have a good advice, even if I'm not doing it, it will help me to do more good things. You may advise, like you come and tell me, you know, instead of doing this, why can't you do this so that these people can be more lively? I'll take it in a positive way, but don't do it as if you are bullying. Yeah, do it softly. Do it softly. You know, there's a time I went to a person's channel and I said, why can't you define your content? Someone on the chat said, if someone don't like what you are doing, let them go to a channel that they think is doing better. So I kept quiet. You see, I kept quiet. But for me, you can anything. You can chat anything, and I'll take it positively, because some things, when you are corrected and in a nice way or in a bad way, it's a way of making you how to grow strong. It is a way of making you how to grow strong. So my guys, at times you don't feel bad when people are correcting or giving you, and even some, let me say, if some people said hate is a bad word to use, but those people that don't like people to grow, they can give you a hint. Yes, constructive criticism. That is, Smile and the City has given me that word, constructive criticism. When people are, let me give you a secret. When some people don't like you, or they are feeling jealousy of your growth, and they start saying something, listen to those things. They can give you hints on how to grow more. Don't ever shun away from criticism. You get? Don't ever shun away from criticism. Criticism is a building block of a strong person. Criticism is a block of you stepping. If someone criticizes you, it's like when you are building a house and some stones are not straight. You use those stones to put timber up, you step on them, you make a ladder to make another good stone above. You see, some criticisms are good and they make people grow bolder. And don't be so, unless the criticism is so bad in a way, don't be so faster to react to criticisms. No, let people talk. Let people, is saying it can motivate you to grow stronger. Yes, you see, don't always be aggressive when people are criticizing you. No, listen and do whatever that is right. Grow strong. But when you start to react, you start to give the criticizers some tips. They start to know your weakness. So always get constructive criticism, and always even negative criticisms and positive ideas. So we grow by picking ideas from both ends. For those that are new YouTubers, you have seen how other YouTubers that are big fight, criticizing each other because of jealousy and issues that occur because someone does not like how a person is pulling crowds. If you keep your head on criticism and forget pulling crowds and giving good content and creation, you will lag behind. The best medicine for better criticisms and negative criticism is to open your ears wide. Open your ears wide. Your mouth. So you can be confused. You see, just an advice, because you can destroy your channel by not giving the effort that is needed, but giving the effort that is needed to respond to criticizers. You get me right? So guys, that was just a point to relate, and a point also to make people to interact and know how the YouTube is. YouTube is just a big village of the world. that is open to everyone, is open to criticizers, is open to everyone. You get, is open to everyone. So don't shun away from growth. You see, some people are being discouraged because of losing 1-2 subscribers. This can give you headaches, because one thing is, you are motivated to grow. You are motivated to grow, but you start lagging behind. And there are some people that are so funny, they unsubscribe. There are some people that they unsubscribe. Wise words that make so much sense. Thank you, Doc. Yes, I talk slowly today, and I want people to listen to that. Someone comes, subscribes, but looks at you. Unampea? Dorothy? Mpe tu safe, tu. Slow IV, unsubscribe. Do you know why they unsubscribe? Because they have seen that the growth rate that you are going is so fast. But remember, it is only one person. Your growth rate is fast. Your content, people love it. That's why your growth rate is fast. So don't feel bad. It is, let me say, it is the pyramid or the ladder of growth. You get some bruises when you are getting gold. You get some bruises. You step on a stone, you knock your knees. But at the end of the day, you come from that hole with a chunk of gold in your hands. So everyone that is creating content, creation of content has given people depression. Because one thing they want to see is, most of the people start content creation because they see other YouTubers, they are growing and they are making money. That's why you feel, no, if this person has grown up to this place and is making this kind of money, why can't I be? And this is an open channel, so someone starts. Yes, uncle. Sometimes I just open my computer and see other people that I never see before, and I subscribe to their channel. Very nice, because they are supporting you. That is from Jamaica, uncle. So the big content creators, you should look at them. Always feel free to follow those people that have 1 million subscribers, 2 million subscribers. Look at them. What are they doing that is not others that are doing? And look the time period of where those people started from. Don't feel frustrated. You get? It is these streets of YouTube and the YouTube platform has given young people stress, has given young people problems, because you are pushing and you are not getting there, and then you start having depression issues, emotion issues, and you become so aggressive at times. You start losing friends because of your behaviors. These are things that you have seen. I'm talking about things that everyone sees. So be patient. Do content creation for fun, and you'll succeed, because everything is upon God. Thank you so much for being in this platform, and I thought I will talk about it because since I started this YouTube thing, my YouTube channel was my YouTube channel was where I just log in, listen to music, upload my dancing, and I met Jamaican uncle, and he told me, "Hey doc, now it's time to become serious. We don't want just to see you dancing on the screen. We want to see some content, real content, you." So we started it. We started it by mental health, and now it's going and going. And you see, you who is watching me, you are my friend because uncle pushed it. So let's continue to grow, and for those people that are frustrated watching people growing and unsubscribing from their channel, please, it's not good. Just support a person, because I know as much as YouTube is doing it, some people are also doing it physically. And how do you feel about that? As much as you have not met someone, just wish that person good. So let's hold hands. Let's advise everyone the good way. Let's advise everyone. Queen, welcome to the platform, because that person that you are unsubscribing for, one day will pull you out of a mess. You see, let's advise. I usually say, if you know any good way of bringing up my channel to be the better way you understand, because some people do not understand. Thank you, uncle. Some people does not understand the capacity they have to bring us content that everyone will like and follow. People have good capacities to create big contents, but the only problem they have is to get some advice. You see, it's only that when you want to be advised, you know everything. Or when a person is growing, you feel bad. You feel like, I wish that was me. You don't want to ask that person the route they are using, or you don't want to learn. So guys, let's hold hands. My time is up, and thanks everyone for everything you are doing. To everyone, to my sister Margaret in Norway, thank you so much for holding my hand, and also congratulations for hitting 1,000 subscribers. Now start getting hours and give us content. That is Margaret in Norway. Maggie, my sister, congratulations for hitting 1K. Now we want to see a $sign. Continue giving us content until you get more hours and hours. Jamaican uncle, thanks for your holding my hand, and let's get to the coffee cakes. Thanks always for holding my hand, and everyone who is here, So let's meet at Jamaican uncle at 7, so that we can get to know how uncle has planned for us. And everyone, Simplicate, thanks a lot, and everyone who is here. So bye, let's meet at that time. Hope everyone, Queen, I see you are there, and everyone who is here, big up yourself. Bye bye. See you at night at 9.